All right, let's see if we are on. Hello, YouTube. Hello. Do you feel like loading? There we go. Mute myself. Where am I going? Oh yeah, there we go. This is where we're supposed to go. See, my mind is actually still not even really operating as it should be. Live, monetization on. This won't get as many views, but still going to be long because it's a stream. So, uh, I mean, that one was nice. This one won't be as much, but I'll probably get like $1 out of this one, unless for some reason everybody actually shows up to a offbeat, non-topic stream. In which case, then I might get like the normal $3 or $4 out of it. Live chat. All right. So this is the normal, or not normal. Sorry. This is the chill stream that I talked about that I originally was going to do yesterday, but then yesterday I ended up being tired, so I just fell asleep instead. And the normal stream, the actual like weekly events and news and everything stream, I might do that tonight after we finish whatever nonsense I do on this one. Then I'll hop off of here and I'll tell you guys, it'll be 2 hours and then I'll start the regular one, or I might do the regular one tomorrow. I won't know until the end of this one though. But to prove to anybody who has doubts, this is the long term over the last 2 centuries since it began, demographic declines, all the different variables and things that have pulled it each different way. This is the essay that I said I'm writing up for you guys about all the details and everything that's affected it. So this is just proof for you guys in case you were doubting. I am actually working. Okay, I am doing stuff. I am writing this up like I said I was going to be. We are down. This is page, almost the end of page 7. And as I said in that update a few days ago, it's probably going to be close to 10 pages. So that's why it's taking longer than I initially thought it would. I do apologize for that, but I'm writing everything that needs to be in it. So, if I feel like more stuff needs to be in it, then more stuff needs to be in it. Okay, so for some reason, anytime I add something in my bookmarks, it goes under my news tab. I have no idea why that is, but it's doing what it's doing for some reason. Oh crap, I forgot I have the Pokemon tier list on here. There's like, I don't know, there's like over 1,000 now or some nonsense. All right, well, I'm not gonna do all of them. Uh, I'm gonna rank the ones that matter, but I am gonna figure out where do I want to start with this. How and where do I want to start? I might as well start with just countries in general. All right. There are other tier lists by continent for countries' flags, like as in the flag designs, how cool the flag is, which is obviously subjective. So this is not that. This is ranking the countries like as a country, and this is too many slots. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these. It will delete this row. Hold on. Actually, yeah. Here, we'll call this delete it. we'll call the top tier Alaska. And not sure if I actually want 5 tiers. Yeah, we'll keep it at 4. But I thought I deleted that. Delete. Okay. Uh, C. Yeah, I don't have multiple bad tiers. I kind of only have like delete it or nuke it. But I thought nuke it might be too offensive, and I don't know, might get the video flagged or something. C. Uh, huh. Yeah, we'll just call that cool enough, I guess. And then D is let's use some cringy Gen Z dialogue. Mid. That's mid, bro. Okay. So, uh, now as long as I remember all the flags, this is Afghanistan. You could take a guess where that goes. Uh, actually, cool enough sounds like it's barely above mid. We'll just call it cool because Alaska is like top. Cool will be like pretty cool, but not at the absolute top. Albania is pretty good up there. Australia, you guys need to work on that climate, but I love you guys a lot, so you are going up there. Uh, let's see. Who else do we have? Angola, Algeria. Algeria is cool. Argentina. You guys cause a lot of problems. Mid. Brazil. Sorry to Wolfhagen, my one Brazilian patron, but you guys are pretty mid. Honestly, I'm pretty sure he would actually agree with that. Uh, let's see. Canada, pretty cool. You guys got some issues that you might need to work out. Azerbaijan, delete it. Actually, anybody else here? Oh wow, 6 people. That is higher than the last time I did a chill stream. We only had like 2. Uh, Gabrielle, don't think I've seen you before. Oh, is my audio okay this time? Because it looks like it's coming in okay on my monitoring end here. I adjusted some stuff before I started, so I'm hoping this is actually like decent enough. Get your stupid cringy video games off my screen. Estonia. Estonia is really cool. Actually, you're gonna go above Albania, or do I have to? Okay, that's how I have to do it. Bahamas is definitely cool. Sorry, Algeria, you guys do have to go back there a bit. Belarus is mid. As I have artist friends from Belarus. I really love those people, but it's Belarus, so if you guys could not be Belarus, then that would be pretty cool. Deutschland, ugh, is at the back end of cool because you guys have really been slipping. Belgium, you guys are mid. Uh, I'll throw you in there with Brazil and Argentina. And I'm not ranking every single country, only ones that I have like a decently enough legit opinion on. Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is cool. Kazakhstan's actually above Canada right now. Sorry, Canada. The Czech Republic, Česko, is, well, definitely above Germany. Uh, And yeah, we're gonna put you above Canada. We'll say you guys in Kazakhstan are tied. Japan, one all the weebs are obsessed with. Japan is mid. That's gonna get me burned right there. Uh, I mean, it's at the top of mid, at least out of the ones we put up there so far. But Japan's pretty mid. So initiate the hate wave now. Bring it. Panama. Panama's cool. Uh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna put you above. Yeah, above Algeria and Deutschland. What do we want to do next? That's Namibia. I'm rather confident that's Namibia. Namibia is pretty cool. Yeah, I'll say Namibia and Algeria are tied, and everyone in cool is going to be above Deutschland. Because Deutschland, you guys are just being really dumb. Let's see, Egypt or Egypt. Egypt is mid. Still put them above Belarus. Egypt's got a bunch of cool stuff, especially ancient stuff, but then again, it has its present government, which is fascinating, and its present economic management. Norway, I'm reasonably confident that's the Norway flag. Hold on. Norway flag. Red with a blue cross, white stripes, red, blue cross, white stripes. Okay, that is Norway. There we go. Norway, Norge, goes up there. I mean, I refer to Norway as European Alaska anyways. Audio good. Excellent. Oh, YouTube says my bitrate's 0, of course. It's not 0. 10 people. Why are you guys showing up for this stream? Okay. That is uh Croatia? I'm pretty sure that's Croatia. All right, I'm gonna be humiliated having to actually look at these like double checking flags. Croatia flag. Yes. Croatia. You guys are uh yeah, you guys are in cool. You're also above Germany. I mean everybody is going to be. Who else do we have here? Hmm. That should be Iceland. Iceland. Blue, red cross, white stripes, blue, red cross, white stripes. Got it. Okay. Iceland. Ooh, hoo hoo. Well, I'll let Norway be higher because I have multiple people who pay me from Norway, so gotta let them have it. Okay. And who else do we want to pull out of here? Wait, that's it? Hold on. 3, 6, 9, 90, see. Okay, actually, yeah. Yeah, all right. That is enough. That does that should actually be enough to compose all the flags. What do we want? The UK. UK is this is also going to get me kicked. The UK is also pretty mid. Anybody else here? South Korea. All the Korea boos are also going to be pissed. Uh, as Korea is also pretty mid. Although they'll go high up on the mid list for actually maintaining a powerful military force. All right. Oh, all the Middle East countries that are all just red, white, black, then with some variation. You can't honestly expect me to remember every single one of those. Come on. Uh, Let's see, who else do I actually have like a legit opinion for? Mexico, Kyrgyzstan. Actually, wait, hold on. Make sure that is Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan? Yes. Kyrgyzstan also goes in cool because Kyrgyzstan ratioed Tajikistan when Tajikistan invaded them back in 2022, despite Tajikistan having like a whole bunch of like more actual military equipment, whereas Kyrgyzstan has next to nothing, but Kyrgyzstan still ratioed them hard so that Tajikistan had to back out of the invasion. Mongolia. Mongolia is also cool. Uh, put you in between Panama and the Bahamas. France. You make some good decisions. You actually pull your weights militarily, but you're also pretty damn racist, and you also do as many stupid things as you do smart things. So, but you're definitely way better than Germany. So, well, I mean, I have to put you beneath Algeria, you know, since you did do the whole massacre thing. So I'm not going to put you above one of the many countries that you massacred. Somalia, Somalia has definitely made it up into the Cool Brigade since they're recovering so quickly from quite a lot. I'll put you guys just ahead of Kyrgyzstan since you guys also overcame a lot, but the weight that you guys had to overcome was kind of a bit more since when the weight is partially yourself and internal stuff, that's like a lot more difficult. Uh Russia, look, I'm sorry, but guys, just please come on. Just delete it at this point. Overthrow the Tsar, uh burn it down again for the fifth time. Maybe this time you can reform into something functional, sort of. South Africa, uh, just end it now. Don't drag the pain out any further. Hmm. The U.S. I'll put it on the top of mid. And yes, I'm aware that Alaska is within the U.S., but also kind of no. And actually, hold on. Alaska flag. Okay, that's a misshapen image. That's not a actual flag shape, but we can still work with that. Flag Alaska, yeah, that works. Of course, web.p images don't actually work. You have to change it into either a PNG or a JPG. So do that. X that out. X that out. Oops, no, not save or download. I said not save or download. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, add. That's what we're doing. Flag Alaska is in here. Oh, it actually does take web.p images. Oh, and it auto corrects it to a flag shape. That's excellent. Okay, so the best country is obviously Alaska, which belongs at the front of the Alaska tier of countries. All right, who else am I actually going to do anything for? Who else do I care enough to put anywhere? Uh, Ireland, actually. Ireland's pretty cool. Where should I put you guys? I'll put you guys between the Czech Republic and Canada. Uh, Anybody else? Not that I really feel strongly about. At least I don't think so. Oh, we can always delete North Korea. I mean, that would always solve a lot of problems. But then after that, I don't think I can really do anything else, or at least not anything else that wouldn't get my channel flagged, which I'm not interested in that happening. I already had that happen once, actually, a few years ago. Uh, hmm. Uh, I would delete Saudi Arabia, but then that would also raise the issue of do their oil reserves disappear with them when you delete them? So I'm going to leave them in existence for the sake of not getting rid of their oil reserves. Polska, I forgot about Polska. Polska goes up in the Alaska category, uh, mainly mainly for interpersonal reasons, but those may or may not be discussed in that 10K subscriber video slash stream if I ever actually do that. Although that requires me getting to 10K subs, which I praise and thank God for frequently. That I did not actually reach that level. You guys almost got me. You almost had me. The I don't know for anyone who was paying attention. So it got up to like 9.9 once, but then I started losing subs over the last 3 months. Namely since the Israel stuff started, obviously. That was the big one. So I dropped at one point all the way back down to 9.6. Now it's back up to 9.75K at the moment. So you guys almost got me. You thought you were going to get it, but you didn't. Bulgaria, uh, I'd probably say either upper mid or like lower end cool. Where are you guys? No, this is Bulgaria. Uh, yeah, upper mid or lower cool. Well, I mean, I I did say Germany's going to stay at the bottom of cool. Actually, Deutschland, look, I have fond personal memories, but you guys have just been so stupid as of late. I'm sorry. You're going to have to go down to mid. You can fix yourselves. That is possible, but I just have my doubts that you're actually going to do it. And Magyarország. Magyarország. You guys will go. Yeah, actually, you guys' flags are. You have a similar flag to Bulgaria, so you guys will go next to each other. Magyarország will go above Bulgaria just because I like Magyarul as a language. It's my favorite foreign language. So sorry about that, Bulgaria. But hey, you're above like the mega favorites that people would usually put at the top. Like, I mean, you're above the US and above Japan, which is like, the big weeb country, and South Korea, which is the backup weeb country. If Japan is unavailable, then they all go to Korea. So yeah, I'd say that's probably where I'd leave it, in large part because I don't really have that many strong feelings about most of the others. And I mean, any of the others who someone from asked me, I would probably just end up putting them in mid. No, wait. Uh, that should be Latvia. Latvia. Small middle white stripe. Yes. Okay. Latvia. Also goes in cool right up next to Estonia. Although actually Latvia is going to go to the top just because I like Latvian as a language. It's my second favorite foreign language. Actually, I shouldn't specify foreign. I actually like Magyarul or Hungarian and Latvian as languages better than English, as in like I like the way they sound better. We'll say that's it for that one at least. Oh, yeah. The rank the states. Uh, I don't know. Was this supposed to be? Okay, this was supposed to be the states, not the flags, or else it would be actual square flags. Okay, so we will do the usual. There is Alaska. Uh, there is there's Great. Delete that row. There's All Right. Delete that row. And then there is Cringe. As we all know, I am the arbiter of what is and isn't cringe. Now, I abhor how small they made the Alaska icon here. For anyone who doesn't know, just to clarify things, Alaska size compared to US. Yeah, just so everyone knows, this is the actual size of Alaska. My home, the place I would prefer to be right now, but I've been stranded outside of it ever since 2020 happened. And I lost my job like many other people, but unlike many more fortunate other people, I did not get it back. So I've been stuck living down here in the regular US at my parents' place since 2020. But oh yeah, I forgot. A lot of you guys are European also. Uh, Alaska size compared to Europe. So okay, that is not correct. That is showing an inflated version. What? Or is it? Wait, has Europe been smaller than I thought it was this whole time? That is hysterical, honestly. All right, well, this one looks the smallest. So, I mean, you can always look it up yourself, anyways. But yeah, so we are bigger than France and bigger than Germany, bigger than basically any of the others. Okay, so we have Alaska as number one, Massachusetts, I'll put up there. Especially because of familiarity and sentimentality. Uh, let's see. Then we have California, cringe. Texas, cringe. Florida, cringe. New York, cringe. Arizona, desert, so cringe. Michigan, all right. Wisconsin's all right. Connecticut's all right. Idaho is all right. Montana, pretty great. Hawaii is all right. Arkansas, cringe. What is this even supposed to be? Is that DC or something? That is not a state shape. Louisiana, giga cringe. Minnesota, it's all right, but kind of on the back end of it. Ohio, uh, kind of cringe. Colorado is, ooh, let's say Colorado is at the top of all right. Oregon, cringe. Missouri, cringe. Mississippi, cringe. Alabama, giga cringe. Georgia, cringe. Delaware, eh, somewhere in the middle of all right. Iowa, still pretty cringe. Maryland is okay. New Jersey, cringe. Nevada is a desert, so cringe. New Mexico is a desert, so cringe. Maine, great. Indiana, uh, almost all right. Uh, just on the edge of it. Oklahoma, cringe. Kansas, getting far north enough to become all right, but still at the bottom of it. Pennsylvania is pretty all right, depending on where you are, at least. Rhode Island, too crowded, cringe. Washington, only rainy, doesn't never get snow, cringe. Nebraska is all right. I'm pretty sure that's DC, in which case DC is just plain cringe. Illinois, cringe. South Carolina is on the borderline between cringe and all right. Like I can live in it because I'm familiar with it. Utah, Mormons, giga cringe. Vermont, pretty great. New Hampshire, pretty great. Okay, that should be Wyoming. Wyoming, pretty great. West Virginia, it's all right. Regular Virginia, cringe. And then Tennessee, cringe. The Dakotas are all right, only because they're cold enough. And then North Carolina, yeah, the rest of that's all just cringe. All right, well there we go. There's the 50 states. There's all of you who I've horrifically insulted. Part of Alaska, a desert. I mean, in the terms of precipitation amounts, technically yes. If you mean like if you mean a hot sandy place, then no. Alaska is in the Arctic. Okay. Ah, yes. Okay. So now this is way too many. Who makes something like this? Come on. This is way too many. I'm not going to take the time to rename them this time around, but that's way too many. This is now this is the actual like flags as a flag design, as in how cool they are. I don't care about your stupid video game. So, European flags based on what I think of them. Plus, Kazakhstan, apparently, I don't know why Kazakhstan is in this European flag setup. I'm assuming it's just because they constantly get admitted into the Eurovision singing contest, but that's like my only guess. Albania, straight to the top. Albania's flag is the coolest in Europe. If we're apparently counting Kazakhstan as in Europe, Kazakhstan will be right up next to them. And then uh, nobody else has a like super cool design. So we're going down into like regular flags that look like flags but are still the coolest. I like Estonia's color arrangement. Theirs is pretty cool, or at least to me, it's visually appealing. Hmm, who else goes where? Well, Transnistria still has Soviet imagery, which is giga cringe. So uh, España wants people to draw all their complicated nonsensory, which is cringe. I don't know who you are, so you're cringe. I don't know who you are either, so you're cringe. Serbia is a Russian simp flag, so also cringe. I'm assuming that must be Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is also giga cringe. Hmm. Okay. Now, that is Ossetia. Actually, I don't know. I just find that particular color arrangement really appealing, so I'll put you guys pretty up there. Uh, Vatican, cringe. Ireland. I'm pretty sure that's Ireland. All right. Ireland. All right. Belarus. Mid. This is going to be mid because remember, I usually have like the top. Uh, pretty cool. All right. Mid, and then cringe. All the Scandinavian countries are mid because you're all the same flag, but you just like unphotoshopped each other. What is this? It, what is this? I have no idea who you are. You're not even getting ranked. Oh, and this thing with like three legs coming out of each other, that is like too cringe for me to actually rank. Turkey, hey, look, we have a crescent moon and a star, like every other Muslim country ever. Cringe. Azerbaijan, cringe. I believe this is Abkhazia. Abkhazia, that design's actually that design's pretty nice. Uh, I'm struggling. I mean, okay, you'll be at the top of all right. I mean, yeah, like it is. I do actually like the design. I feel like if you should play around with the shade of red, because I don't think it perfectly matches up with the white and green that you picked. So change the particular shade of red, and we might discuss your ranking further. Switzerland, cringe. Partially, that's a bit of a revenge on you guys since you act pretty cringe. You have a flag that's literally shaped like a medical sign, except you constantly refuse to help people because you're neutral. Again, all the Scandinavian flags are just the same flag. Sakartvelo. I actually do like Sakartvelo's flag. I believe this is Macedonia, and I apparently the C that we write the Hellenic area stuff with in English is actually supposed to be said like a K, or at least so I was informed, but I may be incorrect. Cyprus, you literally just put your own shape on a white background. That's not even trying. That's like the bottom tier of cringe. Ukraine's colors, that is like a nice matchup. Uh, the two shade thing is kind of lazy, but you're also really tenacious, so I'm just gonna give it to you. Polska, not enough to go to top, but also for personal reasons, I will give you guys a spot up here. Magyarország, if your colors were a bit more vibrant, I would put you up into all right, but you're gonna go at the top of mid, no matter how much I like your language, because I don't know, you just picked like dull colors. What is that? That's Alabama. That's literally the flag of Alabama. That's the flag of Indonesia. What is Indonesia doing here? Bulgaria. Bulgaria will go in all right. The colors do go nicely. Although I don't know, there's something I'm not feeling in there. Czech Republic will also go in all right. Deutschland, I do love the colors of, but out of punishment, even though you're going in the pretty cool segment, you're going to be at the back end of it. Uh, Hellas, Greece is pretty all right. Put you in the middle of all right. That is inverted, or no, rearranged Russia. So that's the Netherlands. Mid. Well, I will give Magyar Zog the top level of mid. France, another red, white, and blue country, mid. We'll put you guys above the Netherlands since the Netherlands is being very dumb. Russia, your current behavior aside, uh, it, yeah, you'd still just be mid. I mean, you're above Belarus and above the uncreativity of the Scandinavian regions. Again, this is countries' flags rated by the flag design, not by like the country as a country. Although some countries, like Russia and like Germany, are getting punishment. They are still getting points deducted. Uh, what is that? Monaco? You have a complex thing, so cringe. Portugal, I love you guys, but you have your stupid shield and crown stuff. That's cringe. Croatia. Hmm. Okay. I would say you're cringe for having too much stuff, but the colors go really well and you're pretty cool. So you can go in all right, but you're going to be at the very end of all right. Complex stupidity is cringe. What is this? Moldova, I think. Yeah, cringe. I don't even know. What is this? Uh, Romania, mid. Yeah, you're still better than Belarus. Slovakia, mid, but still better than Belarus. Slovenia, I like the way those colors play with each other, and I like your little mountain symbol, even though it's a bit annoying to put symbols on unless you're like unless you're like an unkillable BA like Albania is, then you can get away with it. Uh, Lithuania, your colors are really dull, so mid, but you're still better than Belarus. Uh, Italy, pretty basic, mid, but you are still better than Belarus and better than the uncreativity that is the Scandinavian countries. Kosovo, you literally just put your shape on a background. That's cringe. Well, maybe I should order these based on like actual full levels of cringe. Who's the most cringe? Old Soviet stuff is pretty cringe. Uh, Vatican's cringe. Hyper lack of creativity is cringe, but at least Kosovo picked a different color than just generic empty background. And then complexity of stuff you expect people to draw is cringe. So put all you down there. Uh, Slide you there, there, there. Okay, that should be properly done. Armenia is at the borderline of mid and all right. And then Belgium, you guys don't even really exist. I mean, come on. Belgium is mid between France and the Netherlands because I'll give you points towards your flag based on your country behavior because you are smarter than the Netherlands. But oh, Latvia, I'm so sad to do this, but Latvia, you guys are pretty mid. Uh, Österreich or Austria, you guys are also mid. But again, I mean, you're better than Belarus. And Bosnia, Bosnia. I mean, that would look like kind of cool, but for some reason, I'm just not feeling it. Like I don't know, you kind of just put the shape in the middle of there, like randomly. So I'll put you at the very back end of all right. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna slide Slovenia. I'm gonna put Slovenia at the very front of all right. And who is this? Now, still more Nordic stuff? No, you guys are done. Uh, who is this? Luxembourg. And it's basically just the Netherlands flag, but with a lighter shade of blue. So you're just as mid as they are. Oh, yeah, then the UK, the most mid of all. Okay, that is the ranking of Europe's flags of the countries and disputed territories of Europe. So, again, for some reason, Kazakhstan was included in there, but that's probably just because they keep getting invited to Eurovision or whatever. But since they're in here, I gave them a ranking, and they're right up there with Albania or Skiperi, its real name. Those two are the undisputed best. And then, at least out of the ones that I think are cool or visually appeal to me, Poland's Polska is just up there for personal sentimentality. So then there's the all right ones, then there's mid, and then there's cringe. All right, Indonesia has the oh they have the oh that's Monaco. Oh, I thought the frown thing was Monaco because Monaco is usually uh, self snooty and pretentious. Okay, I was not aware of that. Well, uh, anyways, we're still going to say that's Indonesia's flag because Monaco doesn't even exist. Okay. Oh, yeah, shapes. Rank the countries by their shapes. All right, so, hmm, call the top. Cool. Delete that row. What do I want to call this one? Mid. Uh, we'll delete that one. I don't have that wide of a range of feelings on the shapes of countries. And we'll call this one bruh. Actually, we'll put some exclamation points and some question marks. Okay. Uh, Afghanistan gets a bruh. Albania, mid. Algeria, that's pretty cool. Angola, that's mid, bro. Argentina, yeah, still mid. Armenia, mid. Australia, I do like. Austria, what is that? You look like a dying tadpole. Bangladesh, uh, yeah, bruh. Belarus, mid. Belgium, mid. Mid. Everybody's just no. Benin's a bruh. Bolivia, uh, mid. Everybody's basically just mid. Brazil, man, I don't want to diss on you guys so hard, but there's just so much mid about you. Burkina Faso, eh. Bulgaria, actually kind of decent, shape wise. Canada, I actually do like. Chile is definitely a bruh moment. I do like the shape of France. Equatorial Guinea, like, bruh, you're a square, literally. Deutschland, I always did like the shape of Deutschland. I kind of like France's shape more now, though. Ghana, come on, guys, you're just a rectangle. Italy is bruh. Like, I mean, it's a unique shape, but I mean, you're literally like a you're a leg slash foot boot thing that's like decaying and withering as it goes further down, and you have like a stiletto heel. That's a big bruh moment. I do like Guinea's shape. These are not in any particular order. I'm too lazy to do that at the moment. Greece, I do like how extremely unique and scattered and messed up you guys are. China is mid. Croatia, I do like I do like you guys' shape. Cote d'Ivoire, you guys are another square. India, you'll be at the top of mid. Egypt, you're really basic, but for some reason I do like that particular recognizable shape you have. Mexico, what is this? Come on. It's like some kind of like withering, shriveling plant. It's like dying in the heat. Iraq, I do like the shape of Iraq. Libya too. Let's see. Magyar Ozag, you guys are mid. Like, again, love Magyar Ozag, love Magyarul as a language, but shape-wise, the country's pretty mid. Indonesia, you're you're a pain, so you're going in mid. Hmm. Zimbabwe, Turkey, UAE, Uganda, Ukraine, the Philippines. I don't have anything against guys personally, but you're a pain geographically. You know, the whole 7,000 islands thing. Or, no, wait, hold on. Indonesia is 7,000. You guys are 3,000, I think. Or I might be mixing you two up. Latvia, I do like shape of Latvia. Chad is kind of bruh. Haiti is also kind of bruh. Hmm. I actually do like uh I do like the shape of Mali. And the one time you'll see me put Japan actually in a top category. Because I dissed on other island nations by putting them in mid, but Japan has fewer islands, and the particular arrangement and shape of them actually for some reason is visually appealing to me. Malaysia, I love you guys as a country, as an economy, but bruh, you know, you guys got broken in half there. Lithuania, you guys are kind of bruh because you look just like an ink splotch. Norway, do like I do like the Norway awkwardness. And Jordan. I'm usually not a fan, not too much of a fan of countries that just have angles and straight lines, but that's not Jordan's fault. That's Britain and France's fault, as is most problems around the world. Russia is mid. I do like Namibia's shape. Also, uh, who else did I have a particular fondness for the country shape of? Panama. Yeah, Panama. Oh, I should check chat like a responsible streamer does. Nothing from chats. No super chats. 8/9 people though. Thank you all for actually being around. I'm really surprised that this many people are around for a not legit stream. Laos is kind of bruh. Gambia is like super bruh. Like why? Why do you exist? Well, I know historically why you exist, but it's still kind of a bruh moment. Guinea-Bissau, kind of the same thing. Czech Republic is well, I promised India they could stay at the top of bruh or at the top of mid. So Czech Republic goes there. Costa Rica mid. Colombia mid. Cameroon. Yeah. What's with this reaching up there? So that's gonna be bruh. Cuba, we'll call you guys mid. The DROC mid. Ecuador. Uh, Blasphemy, the country. Like, come on, Latin America. You guys are mostly supposed to be uh Christian. You're supposed to be believers. So, calling your country the savior, that's kind of blasphemy. So I'm a bit confused as to what's going on with you guys doing that with that name. Vietnam is very unique, but is also pretty bruh. Spain, mid. New Zealand, you'll go on the bottom of cool, even though I said there's no actual order to that up there. Polska, I actually do genuinely like Polska shape, even though it's simplistic. But again, for sentimental attachment reasons, it would be going up there anyways. Madagascar, yeah, mid. Anybody else? Yeah, we'll stop the mids and we'll go for anybody else who's going into either bruh or cool. Somalia, I actually do like that. Somalia gets to go on the top. Nederland, here, you guys actually get something thrown to you. Saudi Arabia, yeah, you're definitely mid. Pakistan literally looks like a dinosaur. Like, look at that. It literally looks like a dinosaur. Like that's the T-Rex head up there and everything. So that is definitely bruh. Taiwan, mid. Switzerland's bottom of mid. Is anybody else going in bruh or in the top? Niger, Sierra Leone, Lebanon, Gabon, French Guiana, Kyrgyzstan, Nicaragua, Serbia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Togo. Yeah, it's kind of bruh. I mean, you're a little sliver of land. Thailand is another bruh moment because you guys, oh yeah, and Myanmar goes right next to you because you guys went down that peninsula that's like barely 50 kilometers wide and insisted on splitting that peninsula down the middle. Luxembourg is in bruh because why do you still exist? How did you survive all this time? Peru, I do actually like Peru's shape, so they get to go in the top. Sierra Serbia, Senegal, Rwanda, Qatar, Paraguay. I think most of everybody else on here would end up going in mid. So that might be the end of the country shape rankings. Yeah, I think most of the others would just be mid. So I guess technically the ones that really matter for separating out is cool country shapes up here. We got Algeria or Algerie or uh, Jaziri or Jazir. Australia, Bulgaria, Canada, France, Deutschland, Guinea, Hellas, uh, Hravska, Mizrim, Iraq, Libya, Latvia, Mali, Nihon, Norway, Jordan, Namibia, Panama, Polska, New Zealand, Somalia, Netherlands, and Peru. And then, bruh countries Vietnam, Malaysia, Laos, Lietuva, Afghanistan, Österreich, Bangladesh, Benin, Chile, Chad, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau, Gambia, Mexico, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, Myanmar, Thailand, Italia, Ghana, Haiti, Pakistan, Luxembourg. And everybody else is mid. Cameroon looks like a rooster. Rooster. Uh oh, now I see it. You're right, it does. That's the beak and that's the crest up there. I never saw it like that before. Okay, you guys are actually introducing me to whole new things. Uh oh, we can run through the planets real quick. This won't take too long. There's not that many there's not that many categories because there's uh oops. Yeah, there's Earth, there's cool planets, and then there's cringe. So you have Earth and Earth. And then the cool planets consist of my favorite, Neptune, Mercury, and Pluto. And then you have uh oh wait, no, there is supposed to be oops. Okay, I made a mistake. There is supposed to be a fourth tier. Okay, so we're gonna move these up here, and then we'll just substitute this as the middle tier. So for the middle tier, the mid tier, you would have Jupiter and Uranus, and then cringe, you'd have Mars, Saturn, and Venus. Oh man. Okay, let's see. They really do. They have every single one. Okay. All right. I'm not putting them all somewhere. I'm only gonna rank the ones that I care about. Uh so we're going to delete that. There's S tier, there's B tier. Yeah, we're just gonna delete the others. There's S tier, there's B tier. Actually, hold on. There's my personal faves, and then there's cool. Delete that row, and then there is cringe in all caps. Okay. Oh no, it included the stupid mega evolution things. What is this? This is Blastoise with a howitzer? Who in who made these? Okay. Uh these are both just Raticate. That it's the same thing. All right. Well, I like Raticate, so Raticate gets to go up there. Where's Raichu? Those are both just Raichu. It's the same thing. Okay. So, I've got Raichu. Raichu has always been up there for me. Let's see. Anybody else from Gen 1? Ah, yes, Gengar. Always got to get Gengar. Anybody else? G-Max form? What are G-Max forms? What what is this? What is this language? What is this horrific Zoomer Pokemon language? Penguins. What about penguins? Turkey has nice. Turkey has a unique shape. But like in terms of like how I feel about it, I would consider it pretty mid. Like you don't get high rank points just for uniqueness. What is this? What what? How is this alive? This no. Okay. Dragonite, kind of, but not really. Yeah, you're cool. Cool enough. You going cool. All right. So all of the humanoid Pokemon are inherently cringe. These ones that are basically just people, except they have purple skin and like extra arms. That's all cringe. Mr. Mime, definitely cringe. Where's the other Giga cringe thing from Gen 1? There it is. Jinx. That thing it needs to be isolated out at out at the salt flats in New Mexico and nuked. There's Scyther, but where's Scizor? The who counts the unknown? Seriously. All right, Scizor is one of my main dudes. He's on my team, definitely. And not just in my collection, but like on my team with me at any given time. Typhlosion, same deal. Then actually, let me scroll down while we're at it to make sure I have my other primary starter with me. Swampert. There we go. Yeah, Swampert and Typhlosion. Then I got Scizor. For my like personal team. Oh, this thing, Sudowoodo. That is some Giga cringe. That needs to be nuked too. Not as much as Jinx and Mr. Mime do, though. Uh, all right. Anything from this category? Suicune, one of the few legendaries that I actually would want to have with me. That's my ride right there, Suicune. All right. Anything here? Lugia is always cool. So Lugia can go to the top of cool. Uh, what is that? What is this thing? This lip puckering thing that goes right there with next to Jinx to get nuked. Zigzagoon. Always liked Zigzagoon. Just for cuteness, Zigzagoon. I would have one. I wouldn't make it fight or anything though. Uh, and a Poochyena. Absol is one that I would want on my team as well. Move that up there. Okay, who do we have here? Any pieces of cringe? Show me the cringe. Alright, I don't think there's that much other. Oh, wait, I saw Why Not, which reminds me. The coolest Pokemon of all. Wobbuffet. Wabba, 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 wabba. Okay, this is in Gen 4. Lucario! Lucario would be outside of the Pokeball, always just walking beside me. Uh, Gen 4 starters are all cringe. Luxray. Luxray is one of my would haves. Uh, let's see. Was there any cringe in here? Any Pokemon down here that were basically just humans but with wrestling uh male wrestler panties and four arms? These things, yeah, okay. So those need to go in the cringe pile. And was I forgetting anything from up here? Zapdos, yes. Zapdos is the best of the legendaries. Of the legendary birds, I mean. Uh, Murkrow. Yeah, I'd have a Murkrow just to have it hang out with me. And Haunter Haunter will go in the cool pile because Haunter is cool. Gengar's the best though, and Ghastly's dumb. All right. Anybody else? Swellow is pretty cool. I did like Swellow as a bird Pokemon primary in the I'd have a Mightyena as well along with the Poochyena. I'd have two. I did like Swellow as the primary bird Pokemon for Gen 3, but the true bird Pokemon, the ultimate bird Pokemon, where is it? Is Staraptor. Staraptor would be my flying main. Right, and do some double checks as we're. Oh yeah, this thing. That has to go in cringe as well. Still not as bad as the humanoid stuff. I guess not necessarily not just humanoid, but I mean like human mon, since they're like they're not humanoid Pokemon. They're literally just humans. Like I said, they're wearing the wrestling panties and everything. They just have purple skin and four arms. And there was another. Oh yeah, this thing. This thing always like just grossed me out kind of. So that's going in cringe. Nuke him as well. Uh, I think that covers Gen 4. So then we're down here again. Oh yeah, more of the humanoid guys. Okay. So you guys are going in the nuke pile. Nuke all of you. Where were you? Okay, here we are. This is this it? This is Gen. Yes, this is Gen 5. Okay. Where did you guys go? You disappeared. I need to make sure you were all thoroughly destroyed. There you are. You freak. Your head looks like a tennis racket. Come on. You're going to die in nuclear fire, as you rightfully deserve for having an ugly face. Uh, I mean, I did not really interact that much with any further gens because it just all went downhill. Oh, yeah, these two. The Pokemon that's literally a sentient bag of garbage. I forgot about that one. Scroll back down to it. Where's its other half? Where did I leave its other half? Was it further down than this? It might have been. No, there it is. Look at that, like, derped out face, too. You are definitely getting you. Okay. Uh, Others from Gen 1 that are just cool. Uh, Idril, uh, Rattata is just a classic. You gotta have them and cool. Any others? I did like Venomoth, actually. So Venomoth will go in cool. Don't like Golem, but did like Graveler. Graveler will go in cool. No, no, nah, not really anything else. Oh yeah, I missed these two things. And Lickitung. So you guys are going in the nuke pile. You guys get nuked. Where's Lickitung? There it is. Nuke all of you. Solve the world's problems. Anybody who just goes in cool from Gen 2/3. No, not really seeing it. At least I don't think. Though stuff might be slipping my mind. Oh, this thing. Metatite. Or Metachamp. That needs to burn. Use all the radioactive nuclear fire necessary. Don't think have anything else I'd be pulling in for cool or otherwise. Unless I actually see something from like way far down here, but now we're getting into like really ridiculous territory. See, like each number of Pokemon in these successive gens now is getting really low because their creativity is running out. What even is this? This is just the same thing, copy and pasted. Yeah, and then what is any of this? Okay, so clearly only Gen 1, 2, and 3 are valid, and Gen 4 is partially valid. So here you go. This is Max's non-arbitrary, totally official designation of what is the coolest and what is and or is not cringe. So my personal team slash homestead of Pokemon uh, got Swampert and Typhlosion would always be with me. Lucario would be out and walking with me. Scizor always would have Scizor. I like Raichu enough to have one. I'd probably still have Luxray as my actual like onboard electric type. Uh yeah, Staraptor would be the flying, and then I'd occasionally bring in Gengar for stuff. And then the others I would just have to have as like semi pets slash companions. And Suicune and Zapdos are up there just because they're too cool to not be up there. Plus, Suicune is like Suicune would be my main ride. I'd be galloping around on Suicune since Suicune is huge. Suicune's like uh the size of like old like well-bred medieval war horses. So not even like regular like riding horses, but like full size like war horses. Suicune was huge. At least as he was portrayed in the movie, in the fourth movie, not in the show. In the show, he was small for some reason. And then these boys are cool, but like not enough that I would put them up there. And then there's this pile of cringe down here that needs to be destroyed. And then, of course, all the comments are Josh, and everybody left when we started talking about Pokemon. Mega evolutions on Roids. Why do they need to exist? Why does anything further need to exist? Okay. Uh the military aircraft tier list. There we go. All right. Too many tiers and rows again. Okay, so here we have the best. Here we have Excellent, or no, we'll call it awesome. At the bottom, we will, of course, have cringe. And then D will just be like mid or whatever. So the A10 goes in awesome. Immediately, to the surprise of no one who is familiar with me, the F-15 Eagle is the best. That is undisputed. You cannot dispute that. The F-35 is mid. The F-22 is awesome. That looks like another F-15, but I'm not gonna double count things. The F-86 Sabre is also awesome. The F-16 is cringe. Why are there multiples of each aircraft here? That is, I think, and this is also a MiG-29, which is awesome. At least I think. MiG-29. Okay, it is a MiG-29. The MiG-29 is pretty cool. I would probably put that as my favorite Soviet slash Russian made aircraft. Who else? The F4 is mid. Some of these planes don't actually exist. The F-117 is awesome. China's attempt at a stealth fighter is cringe. The MiG-15 is cringe. Russia's attempt at a stealth fighter is mid. Uh, yeah, some of these were just like conceptual test aircraft. All right, so I'm only going to be ranking, you know, ones that actually like became a thing. That's the F-14. Here is where I get burned by a bunch of people. The F-14 is mid. And some of these I can't entirely tell what they are. That's the F-18? The F-18 is mid as well. I'm gonna get double killed for that. Uh, these look like the different like the Su-27 and then 35, which are basically the same thing. Uh, so I'll just pick one. This one, uh, it's kind of mid. I will let it be on like the bottom of awesome though. Uh, who do I want to put where? Okay, there's no real particular order for the awesome. Okay, I can't entirely recognize some of these. Is that a Harrier? That is a Harrier. Okay, where'd it go? I lost it. There it is. Harrier is mid, and there really are like three copies of some of them. What's this? That looks. Is that a Mirage? I think that's a Mirage. Hold on. French. No, wait. It's Dassault Mirage. Oh no, that's a Mirage. Wait, then that wasn't a Rafale, was it? That's a Rafale? Okay, that is not what I remember the Rafale looking like. Or is it? Oh, I couldn't see the canard. It blended in so well. Okay, in that case, since that is a Rafale, the Rafale is awesome. Uh, what what is this? Uh, do not recognize. Is this China's ripoff? China's wait, no. Is that China's one? No, that's an Iranian flag. What? Okay, I don't even know what that is then. What's that? Don't recognize it. Can't really rank it. Have no familiarity. The MiG-19. Oh, that's another one that I love. I would still have to put the MiG-29 above it though. Although that is a hard choice for me. My for my favorite Soviet slash Russian made aircraft. I probably have to settle on the MiG-29, but the MiG-19 is pretty up there. It is a pretty close call, and I don't really think I even recognize a lot of the others. That is another F-16. Some of these are just different angles of the F-15 and different angle shots on the F-35 and F-22. What about this one? What's this? That is pathetic. That's what that is. All right. I don't really consider anything else here worth ranking. All right. So the best is obviously the F-15. Uh, and does childhood sentimentality play a part in that? Of course it does. But also, uh, sucks to be you. You're wrong anyways. The F-15 is the best. Yes, the F-22 is technically a better, more high performing aircraft, especially because of the stealth stuff. But the F-15 is still the best. That's undisputed and will never be disputed. And then awesome aircraft include the A-10, the F-22, the F-86 Sabre, the MiG-29, the MiG-19, the F-117, the Su-27 slash Su-35 slash Su-30, I think, and the Dassault Rafale. Mid aircraft include the Harrier, the F-18, the F-14, the F-35. For carrier launching aircraft, like everybody's choices have always been mid. Then the F-4 is mid, and then the Su-57, Russia's attempt at a stealth aircraft, is mid. China's attempt at a stealth aircraft is cringe though, and the MiG-15 was giga cringe, and the F-16 is cringe. I mean, it is it is a a really good aircraft, a really good combat jet, but in terms of personal sentiment, I just think it's cringe. All right, so that is combat aircraft ranked. Okay, so everyone did leave because of Pokemon. Normally it's Canada that makes everybody leave. Spiked back up to 9. Hello, multiple people joining, and nothing else new from chats. Super chats, no. Okay. Energy sources. Okay, well, everyone should know how this will go with me. You should be familiar enough with me by this point. So okay, we'll just ignore these two, and we'll have a mid tier. We'll have uh, no tier, and we'll have the best. Okay, so geothermal goes right up there. Nuclear is the absolute best, followed by geothermal. Wind is mid, depends on how you use it. Floating blimp, high atmospheric wind is giga cope cringe. Uh, all this hydrogen nonsense is cringe. Solar is cringe. Tidal is cringe. Biomass or burning garbage like the Swedes do is cringe. Natural gas is mid. Hydro is top tier. Uh, Coal, as long as you put some CCS on it, is top tier. That one's coal, right? Well, given the scale, okay, those are the conveyor belts to bring the actual coal up. Okay, so that is coal. So this one should be okay. Oil, petroleum, oil burning power plants. That is cringe. What's this one then? What piezoelectronics? Okay, that is also cringe. That's that whole failed we're going to generate electricity from a people walking on a sidewalk experiment thing they did in the UK, and they got warned that it was a nothing burger, and they didn't listen, and they found out that it was a nothing burger. So, top tier energy, nuclear, geothermal, hydro, and coal, as long as we start putting CCS on it. Not pumping the carbon into the ground, preferably, but instead running it through ocean or salt water in different pressurized vats as it's pumped out, because just the heat that it will be carrying from being, furnace exhaust will be enough to catalyze the reactions with the vats of seawater being at slightly different pressures. It will cause lime or calcium carbonate to and magnesium carbonate and different magnesium compounds to precipitate out from the salt water, and so effectively creating uh, basically through a chemo process, creating artificially, if you could say, artificial limestone and artificial magnesium compounds, which would, divert a lot of need away from having to mine said substances, and also, would, kind of solve a decent issue with the CO2. There's an efficiency limit. It does also require using some of the power plant's energy itself. Like it's 5%. 5% of the plant's energy will be used in the carbon capture process. Using those methods to remove about 50% of the CO2, and then it turns into a sloping curve, or a logarithmic curve, because then if you go up to 75 or 80%, it requires 10% of the plant's energy, and a 90% CO2 capture rate then jumps up further to 15%. And then for like a 95% capture rate, it would require using 30% of the plant's energy. So going for the 70 to 90% capture rate, and thus needing about 10 to 15% of the energy that the power plant generates for the recapture process would be the best angle. But the best power sources overall are nuclear, geothermal, hydro. And then mid is wind, as long as you put it where the wind is eternal. Places like, Denmark / northern Germany / the southern tip of Sweden and Norway. And natural gas is mid, because it's not as abundant as coal, and we kind of need to keep it for the industrial and chemical processes and furnace heating. And then fringe power sources you should not use are oil burning power plants, atmospheric hollow tube blimp balloon wind power. How is this even a thing? And then these two are hydrogen, green hydrogen, and then solar panels, then tidal, and then burning garbage, which Sweden does because Sweden is going to be Sweden, and then piezo electronics. All right. Uh, Nothing else. Where do we go now? Oh, now you can get into some of my fringe opinions on entertainment and culture. Need to delete a bunch of these rows first, though. Delete, delete. Okay, so I'm not going to rename them this time because these are fitting enough. You know, S tier, A tier, and then mid, and then cringe. Okay. Hmm. Oh, that's it. Well, I thought they would. I thought they were going to have like all of them. Okay, let's see. Zootopia was S tier, but I'm a cringe furry, so I mean, what are you gonna expect? Robin Hood. Uh, yeah, I'll kind of put that behind that one. Uh, Bolt. Bolt was awesome. I did really love Bolt. Lady and the Tramps. Uh, Either mid or cringe. Snow White, cringe. 101 Dalmatians. Ooh. Mid. Atlantis, A tier. Little Mermaid, cringe. Alice in Wonderland, mid. Treasure Planet, A tier. The Lion King, uh, yeah, Lion King can have A tier. Chicken Little was cringe. Mulan was S tier. Wait, that is the first one, right? Okay, not the unnecessary sequel. The Fox and the Hound, that was S tier. Uh, Oliver and Company, that was awesome. I remember that one. Man, it's been so long. And uh, Brother Bear was Brother Bear can go in awesome as well. Emperor's New Groove was awesome. Both Frozens were cringe. Where's the other Frozen? Cringe. I do not know which like Winnie the Pooh movie was which. Assuming these are the old ones. Uh, Jungle Book, cringe just because Mowgli. If it was just the animal characters, and not the nearly naked human child running around with them, then it would have been a great movie. Moana, cringe. Lilo and Stitch, uh, just all right enough to be an A tier film. A lot of the other things I haven't seen and don't particularly care to. Dinosaur was the top of mid. I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's the second Wreck-It Ralph movie or whatever. Tangled, didn't watch the film. The show, the show 3-season cartoon they made later for it was really good. Never saw the film though, basically because it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same self-discovery slash love story thing that every other Disney princess movie is. Uh, Hercules was cringe. Big Hero 6 was mid. Dinosaur was better. Beauty and the Beast, cringe. And uh, Bambi, giga cringe. I don't think. Oh yeah, Cinderella. At least I think that. No, not Cinderella. What is it? Oh, what's the name of the? Wait, is it? No, Cinderella's the one with the glass slipper. What's the one where that has Maleficent cartoon version? Love. Why is it in French? Okay. Or is it? Hold on. Maleficent uh character cartoon. No, I want the cartoon version. Sleeping Beauty. Okay. I knew I was forgetting something. Cringe. Peter Pan. Uh, Cringe. The Winnie the Pooh movies, the actual like 2D animated ones were really good. And I think that's the end of it for the ones I have actual opinions on. So you got your cringe tier down here, your mid tier, your A list, and then the best ones. Ones that I have deference to, like Zootopia and Robin Hood, and ones that had ones that were actually like just straight up really, really well crafted stories, really well well written, well flowing films with really actually like good with actual like good solid deep messages and everything that were conveyed by the story and not by like one-liners and by people saying the stuff to you. That's that one. And there it is. There's the drop from everybody hating Disney, in which they are correct to do, but well, modern Disney at least. Well, actually, old Disney was kind of bad too. I know, like Disney himself, the dude actually gave straight up like donated money to the Nazis' eugenics program during the 30s. So his priorities were a bit out there. All right, this is DreamWorks. Yeah, DreamWorks. Okay. So S tier, A tier, C tier, and cringe. Okay. Where are we going? Where is it? Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That was like the one film aside from Gojira minus one. That's like the only film in recent years that I saw that was like actually a, a good film. And I don't just mean like it was a fun cartoon. I mean like it was actually a good film. Like it was a well written, like hitting story. It was like a decent, like hard hitting story, and had like had everything you would actually want to be impactful. Uh, I never saw that, but that's immediate, obvious cringe. I don't know, the whole caveman thing is cringe. Uh, Shrek, cringe, 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 cringe. Anything that relies on like farting in the hot tub jokes is cringe. That is Giga cringe. Boss Baby is also Giga cringe. Not not really all that into the first two Madagascar movies. The third one, though, the one that was just wild fun chaos, that gets to be an A tier just because of that fact, because it was just unscripted wild fun chaos. The Trolls movies are cringe. Shark Tale, Will Smith's Abomination, where they like face captured him and put his face onto a fish. Prince of Egypt is A tier. It's also kind of ironic how a cartoon was like one of the only depictions of ancient biblical figures where they, showed them as being brown Middle Eastern people instead of making them white dudes. Down here in I guess they made a Joseph cartoon where they just decided to go with making them white again. But Prince of Egypt, they actually like had Middle Eastern people, which was like, you know, that's a rarity in biblical filmmaking. More trolls, so that's cringe. Uh, Bad Guys was mid. Apparently, there was another Boss Baby. I guess that's gonna go in cringe. Kung Fu Panda 2 actually gets to go in S tier just because of Shen. Penguins of Madagascar go up in A tier. The other Kung Fu Panda movies, kinda leaned a bit too heavy into the 4-year-old humor stuff. Ants was Ants could be cool, but it was pretty mid for the most part. And the Bee movie, that was cringe. Over the Hedge was mid. And that is the end of what I have opinions on in terms of DreamWorks movies. So yeah, Puss in Boots: Last Wish is up there for just being like truly a actually great film. Kung Fu Panda 2 would probably just be an A tier if it were not for Shen, the main villain, as a character. Just solely by himself is actually able to bring the film up into S tier. A tier, you get Prince of Egypt for having like the slightest bit of biblical accuracy, although a lot of its other stuff was not. Like the singing and dance offs between the two sides, because that's not really how it went, but whatever. Madagascar 3 is up there just because it was some wild, fun, crazy nonsense. And Penguins of Madagascar, the movie, pretty much for the same reason. Then you got your mid tier stuff, and the rest of it's all cringe. Oh, Josh suddenly comments on the Disney movies like many minutes after they're over. Yeah, yeah, Oliver and Company was epic. Uh, nah, I'm really not a Shrek guy. I don't know. It's not really something that hits for me. Ooh, languages. Let's rank some languages. Okay, so their S tier will be Max O'Dear's favorites. A tier will be Max O'Dear's like okay-ish ones. Like he's good. He likes listening to like songs from those languages. C tier is mid, and D tier is cringe. Okay, so or D tier is like how do you expect someone to speak this? Like Icelandic, for example, goes in D tier. Greek is one of my S tiers. I also do listen to songs in Greek. Spanish is mid. Japanese is mid. Again, the weebs are gonna come at me. Uh, English is mid. Arabic is Arabic is an A tier. I do listen to a number of Arabic songs. Chinese is just no. Deutsch is A tier. Listen to some decent German songs as well. Uh, Rus, I do I do listen to a number of Russian songs, but sometimes the language is also like just not trying hard enough. Uh, uh, Either belongs at the top of mid or the bottom of A tier. I'll let you guys have the bottom of A tier since I've been beating on you for the whole invasion and mass killing thing. Magyarul, Hungarian, is obviously at the top because this is me we're dealing with. They don't have Latvian here. Latvian would be in between Hungarian and Hellenic or Greek. Okay, in terms of language I'm at least familiar with, Albanian. Shqiperi is another top one. Ooh, but it belongs lower than Greek though. Uh, Francais is pretty cool. It's probably at the top of A tier. Ukraina. Ukraina. I do listen to a number of songs in Ukrainian. Uh, Ukraina will go between France and Deutschland. Uh, let's see. Swedish. Yeah, you're going in cringe. Who else? What else? Romanian, also known as Italian, but somewhat further east. Romanian will go in. Actually, I like listening to Romanian decently more than Italian. So actually, Romanian will go. You'll go above Arabic and Rus, but below Deutsch. Polski will go in the same area, although you're uh, as much as I love you guys, with some of your like seven consonants in a row, you're really pushing it. Dutch is like some weird hybrid abomination. It's not too difficult to understand, but like, what are you guys doing? Come on. Uh, I don't really have that drawn of an opinion on any of the others. I mean, a decent many of these I've never actually even heard or listened to, but uh, the others that I have, I don't really have that strong of an opinion on. All right, so that's what we'll put. That's how we'll leave languages. Although Latvian is missing, Latvian should be up here in S tier, behind Magyarul and ahead of Greek. But then we have Greek and Shqiperi, Albanian, as my like top favorites. Then my A tier languages, which I ones I also listen to a decent number of songs in, but don't necessarily like the language. The language, the ones that are up here, I actually like the language. The language, apart from just like music and stuff. A tier, it's predominantly just like it does sound kind of nice, and also I like a lot of the I like a lot of music in it, in which you have uh, Francais, Ukraina, Deutsch, Romanian, Polski, Arabic, Rus, and then mid languages, you got English, Japanese, Espanol, and then uh, dude, are you serious languages? You got, Icelandic, Chinese, Dutch, and Swedish. So that'll be that. Nothing requiring a response from me. Okay. Oh, yeah. Uh, First, we'll do this one, the best video games tier list, and then we will do the fictional characters tier list, and then after that, we'll do general uh, chat with chat, and then after that, I'll probably be done, and I'm likely going to do the normal stream on the weekend. We gonna load? Thank you. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Modern Warfare 2 was a classic. That goes in awesome. Black Ops 1 will also go in awesome. Basically, just memories are putting it there. But I will be, doing some ranking stuff on like actual, like structural, like, the just the way a game actually is. Dark Souls, Pinnacle. Well, actually, ooh, Dark Souls 1 will go in awesome. This is where I get like I will actually get killed. Dark Souls 2, I like better than the regular original Dark Souls. So Dark Souls 2 for me goes in Pinnacle. Dark Souls 3 goes in Awesome. I'd put it above Dark Souls 1 actually. I am gonna die. Uh Dead Space was fun. Uh Diablo 2 goes in Pinnacle. Diablo 3 goes in Trash. Diablo 1 also goes in Pinnacle. All right. These are really small, so I have to work to recognize some of them. Doom 3 was fun. Ooh, the Ghost Recon games. I remember those. I ooh, okay. I can't recognize. Where's the first one? Is that the first one? If in that case, if that's the first one was fun. What other ones did I play? I played the second one, Ghost Recon 2, which was mid. What else do we have down here? A bunch of Lego games, also known as trash. I'm not actually going to give them the honor of being brought up into the trash category, though. Pokemon! Where's Pokemon Emerald? Emerald is the absolute best one. That's when Pokemon hit its peak. The Resident Evils, The Sims, really. Don't recognize too many of these. Battlefront 2, the original PS2 one. Belongs in. Awesome. Ooh, Minecraft. Hmm. Okay. So Minecraft, as it was, I need to specify this. Minecraft, as it was in the older middle age of it, in the early mid 2000s, so like 2013 through 2015 or 16, that was peak Minecraft. That Minecraft deserves to be in Pinnacle. The Minecraft that exists now is so far altered, and like so needlessly like deep with the survival aspect of it, that it's just dead. All the different Tomb Raiders. Uh, I don't see the Game Boy Color one. The Game Boy Color one would go up there. I don't see the Game Boy Color one. Oblivion. Oblivion also goes up in Pinnacle. Actually, yeah, I'll put Oblivion up in there. Oh, there's more Pokemon. No, not the ones I'm thinking of though. Where's Pokemon Emerald should have been there. Okay, looks like that's the end of the list they have here. Oh, look, it's a gray alien, also known as a fallen angel. Uh, Skyrim. Skyrim was. I'll let it be at the back end of awesome. All right, they are definitely missing some things in this list. I'm gonna have to look up and download some images to add on to this for us to use. Not recognizing anything else on a third look through. No, or at least nothing I have actually played. Elder Scrolls Online goes in trash just for trying to turn Elder Scrolls into an MMO. anything else that is actually here while we are here? And again, that this is for games that like I have played in and like actually care about. All right. I'm not seeing anything else. They are missing a lot of stuff that they should have up here. Here. Uh, Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, aka the second Ratchet and Clank game. This also is would be in Pinnacle. Okay. This is a wider image, so that will probably work better. Although they might compress it and wideman in many ways. That's the traditional image. So here, download that so that we can post it. Ratchet and Clank, you go down here. There it is. There it is. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando goes in Pinnacle. I put that. Ooh, it's hard to order these. Ugh. Okay, but that's where that would belong. Then, what else? What else did I frequently play? Oh yeah, Zeonic Front. Mobile Suit Gundam Zeonic Front. This one was really fun. Oh, it's already in PNG format. Zeonic Front was so fun. Uh, is it under Zeonic Front, or does it actually include the Mobile Suit Gundam part? It does, of course it does. Okay, Mobile Suit Gundam Zeonic Front, and was really well crafted for a game that like nobody played except me. So it belongs up in awesome just for that. Oh, Josh will remember this one. Did he already call it out? Hold on. So many good games. Notch Minecraft may agree. The only included 500 Midnight Club. No, Josh didn't call it out. I'm surprised. Okay. Well, Josh, are you ready for Battle Assault 3 featuring Gundam Seed? Oh, look, it doesn't. Battle Assault 3 isn't even the top result. The actual, like, full blown intro is the top result. Battle Assault 3 featuring Gundam Seed. Oh, it's a web.p. Okay, so we have to change that to a PNG. Switch to PNG. Then we upload. Did you jump in with me? You better have jumped in. Where'd it go? Oh, don't tell me it's Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Assault 3 featuring Gundam Seed. Which one's the PNG? There we go. Did Josh jump in? Yep. Okay. Need to make sure Josh still has his memories. Uh, man, I want to put it in Pinnacle just for the lols, but nah, it'll go in awesome. In there between Battlefront and Black Ops. Uh, okay. What else? Sub Rebellion. Yes. Sub Rebellion was such an obscure game. but I played it. It was I really hope one day that there's like an emulator for it. Sub Rebellion. This was a you played literally as as a submarine. And it actually it modeled hydrodynamic physics so well for like a not even indie but a like obscure like one copy on the shelf game. This thing was like so well made. The only thing that brought it down, okay, was that the final boss was a giant living sentient pyramid. Okay, but if you ignore that, okay, hear me out. If you ignore that part, the rest of the game, where it's like submarine combat, was really, really good. So that goes in Pinnacle. Just because, like, I can't, I don't have like the video game descriptive vocabulary to like tell you like how awesome it was. Again, especially for a game that was like a one copy on the shelf, like out of nowhere thing by some nobody studio that probably had a few $1,000s as its budget. So like the with how well it was made and how like thoroughly it was modeled and everything, the world and stuff, like the people who made this, a fair number of them had to have done like some amount, like some huge amount of that work, like just on their own time without pay. Like there is no other like way to actually like fully explain that. And because this was from 2002, which was back in the era where uh people who made games and at the same time also people who made movies were still like making things because they wanted to make something that was like really good or really fun. uh what else am I forgetting? Got Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, Sub Rebellion, Battle Assault 3 featuring Gundam Seed. You have to say the whole title every time. Zeonic Front. What else do I want to put in there, or can I remember? What can I remember? Uh, was there anything from the PS3 that was at least unique? Oh yeah, this is gonna piss people off. Sonic 2006. Yep, this one's gonna irritate people. I loved this. I thought this was a great game. It was really fun, and the music especially also was really awesome. I mean, the one negative thing to it literally was just the whole Sonic getting shipped with the human woman princess thing. That was cringe. But as a game, I really liked it actually. Excuse me. Thank you. There we go. All right. I would not put it in Pinnacle though. It does go in Awesome. Somewhere in there, yeah. All right. I think that would be it for like games that I played that I care to rank is probably the best way you could phrase it. So, you know, pinnacle like games that were either just like the like the best whether as a game just in totality or just because of the level of fun I had with them were Diablo 2, Oblivion, uh, Dark Souls 2, Ratchet and Clank 2, Diablo 1, Sub Rebellion, and Minecraft between 2013 and 2016. And then awesome games that are pretty close to that level, but not as much are Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1 are up here just because of me, Josh, and Garrett's our other friend in our Illuminati triangle. Just because of our Illuminati friendship triangle memories of all the late nights we spent playing it. Battle Assault 3 featuring Gundam Seed, Sonic 06, Battlefront 2, Skyrim because it is inferior to Oblivion, and Zeonic Front. And then fun games, but weren't that like well made, were Doom 3, Ghost Recon, and uh, Dead Space was like all right the first time, but it kind of ran a bit far with it. Mid, Ghost Recon 2 was pretty mid, and Dead Space 2 was also pretty mid. And then, hold on, I need to. Where is that tissue? There it is. And then trash games, we have Diablo 3 and Elder Scrolls Online. What do you mean the game could barely what? Where are you guys getting this? My copy functioned just fine. I seem to be in like this rarity of people who just had a copy of the game that didn't have all these like issues everyone keeps talking about, like oh it would crash, oh the character would randomly like phase through the wall and I'd be like stuck inside the floor upside down. Now it's time for the characters tier list. Let's see. You have great characters. You have actually hold on. Yeah, we'll rename this. Actually, and the emphasis is on character. Like they are a well constructed and like likable character. So you have great characters. You have characters. And actually, we're not even doing bad ones this time. This is just a like good characters tier list because I don't want to muddy it. I don't know why they're using this cringy version of Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb, but Doofenshmirtz is a great character. He's also actually one of the best dads in any cartoon. Uh, see anybody else I particularly care for here? I'm not doing the penguins of Madagascar individually. I will do them collectively together because they are effectively like they only function as a group, anyways. Man, so much cringe. Oh, yeah. Okay. So basically, okay. Actually, yeah, out of all the characters, Aang would actually go on kind of a lower one. Here, actually, this is what we're gonna do. We will do this. We'll have capital great characters. We'll have lowercase great characters, and then we'll have just characters. But basically, the entire Avatar: The Last Airbender cast was extremely great. Iroh, Uncle Iroh, is like pinnacle character writing. Zuko as well, especially post redemption Zuko. Uh, Vanessa from Phineas and Ferb, although don't see as much, but I love her relationship with her dad. Wow, I thought there were going to be way more characters here. Well, thankfully, I already have pre-prepared images in my download section for us to use. Okay, Azula, very evil, but a great character. They actually really portrayed a downward mental spiral extremely well. Firelord Ozai is nah, he's more like generic Tiger Star type. I want power because I want power. Sokka goes on the second tier. Zuko's girlfriend goes on the second tier. Tara goes on the second tier. Suki goes on the second tier. And Toph will be at the top of the second tier. Okay, well, there are a number of things missing here, and I won't include characters that are basically purely from stuff that falls more into just comedic sketch type stuff, like the characters from Ed, Edd n Eddy. I do love most of those characters, but I'm classifying this as in like portrayal as like a character, which requires being in uh, either a it requires being in a story, whether that's like a lengthy story like Avatar: The Last Airbender, or whether that's uh, a self-contained each 30-minute episode story like Phineas and Ferb stuff, or like most cartoons are that way. Uh, that it does require like being in a story, whereas Ed and Eddie, for the most part, is mostly just comedic sketch, and the status quo essentially resets at the end of each episode. So I should have everything ready preemptively. Oh, well, their names don't get displayed anyways. Okay, I forgot that part. All right, so from a Russian cartoon, uh, Belka i Strelka, Tayinaya Kosmosa is the specific like sub-series name of it because there are multiple Belka i Strelka cartoons, but Tayinaya Kosmosa is the one that I actually like, in which you have Strelka, my favorite character, and Vinya, her adoptive older brother, kind of, uh, who in her like backstory semi-ish had to partially raise her while she was still like a bit too young because they both grew up on the streets in I don't know whatever version of the hood existed in the Soviet Union. But Vinya, the rats, those two are both like really well done characters. Who do we have here? Badili. Badili from the Lion Guard is yeah, I'll put him up there. Badili was such a great guy. And then because I can't ignore him, you have Dum Dum here. That's not his name. He doesn't have a name. But from some obscure German/Dutch film, he was just a side wolf character. But uh, let's actually go to him. But he was a funny side character because he was part of a trio of wolf siblings, and you had the leader, uh, the older brother was the leader. You had the sister who was like the one who makes snarky remarks and is somewhat smarter than the leader is, but doesn't care enough to try to usurp his position. and then you had their younger or youngest brother who just filled the role of the dumb one, and he was effectively the best, as the dumb one usually ends up being. Plus, he's adorable. Look at how floofy he is. Oop, that was okay. We go down here. Let's go from the top. Uncle Tarak, Karak from Vuk, the the Hungarian classic. Loved Uncle Karak, and actually, he exists in my sort of anthro universe world that I created, in which a lot of my writing stuff takes place. In which a lot of here don't actually go to it. It's all cringe. But it's not as cringe as that original novel I wrote way back, like over a decade ago. That one was like really bad. It had aliens and everything. Hale and Nicolette from this really obscure Luxembourg film uh, about Renat the fox. These were his kids, and this was a rarity. This was like the I already like don't like children at the best of times. Uh, and in film, they can be okay because usually they'll not be as obnoxious as they are in real life, but I still like don't usually like child characters. Theo and Nicolette, Renard's children, were like one of the only cases where I have ever seen child characters where I actually like them as characters, or like I actually enjoy when they're on screen. Uh, Strelka's best friends, Belka, whom the two of them are, the ones who their cartoon series is named after, Belka and Strelka, or Belka and Strelka. Her friend Belka's children also would be like the only other ones that would come up in here, but I don't have a visual of them on hand. There they are, the penguins of Madagascar. Uh, they will go at the they'll go at the back of great characters because there is more depth to them than just the comedy stuff, and also morally, these guys are like way more upstanding dudes than people think they were. Like if you actually like think hard about the first movie, they immediately, no hesitation, with smiling faces and excited for it, went into a like uh almost guaranteed to die combat situation to uh you know vainly attempt, like that they knew it was essentially going to be in vain, but to attempt to save the life of a dude that they essentially had spoken to a grand total of two times and was pretty rude to them one of those times, with like zero, and they did so with like zero hesitation about it. So they are on like the high tier of upstanding dudes list. And it looks like, oh yeah, Jay Feather. I forgot. Jay Feather. Jay Feather is like super is like a super well crafted character. He's from the Warrior Cats books. And then this is going to be biased, but then we have one of my primary characters in my writing world. We have Max. I won't give too much to myself. Uh, I will put him here at least. We have Max, and then we have Max's wife, Jamie. So those two will go there as well. Although a grand total of like maybe 30 people have ever actually seen or read them or things that they are contained within. And yeah, that's probably going to be it. Mostly because I don't care about any of these. That's probably going to be the extent of it. So that is my choosing of that arrangement. And that's where it finally collapsed. Down to Josh and somebody. And that was going to be it anyways, unless anyone like said anything in chat. But there's no one left in chat. So I'm assuming that no one's going to say anything in chat. But I'll wait around for like a minute or two. But then I'm going to go eat because I'm hungry and I want to eat. And since we've already been going this long, 2.5 hours, I'm going to do the normal stream probably on the weekend. Let me chug some water. All right. Assuming no one other than Josh says anything, then I'm going to close it out. And I guess I'll wait like 10 seconds and start checking things in the meantime, since another day has passed. So there'll be more information available to me. Rises, by scarcity, tract increases. No, looks like that's it. All right, thank you for everybody who showed up to this. Sorry for doing a non-important stream, but I do want to kind of take a nonsensical break every once in a while. But the next one in like a day or two, either tomorrow or Sunday, I think Sunday will be more likely. That one will be normal. And for anybody here who wasn't here at the beginning, I will prove to you now the whole mega essay write up on the societal demographic decline. I am writing it here. You can see, scrolling through one page after another. Okay, it's not even double spaced; it's 1.5 spaced, and it is 7 pages already. It's about to hit 8. It's probably going to be 10 or more. So, just showing you this as proof that I am writing it. Okay, I'm not like just lying. It is coming. But anyways, that's it. So thank you